What's going on? My name is Zac Holcomb here with the Kickin It With podcast. This is episode 11011, and we've got a couple of local legends, and we're going to sit here and talk about a whole bunch of things that are probably going to make you really squirmy in your pants and really uncomfortable, but we think it's hilarious, and hopefully you will see the humor in all of the things that you're about to experience.
Yes.
Yeah, and if not, don't be such a frickin' stick in the mud. Fucking figure out how to laugh. Here we go. Ready? Today I've got Noah Justice / Iman Jale / Stacy Heath. And over here I've got Brad Elmore. If you don't know who they are, you're about to find out.
That's right.
May I begin?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to start the meeting?
Yeah. I need to start the meeting.
Here we go.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. If you're already offended, go ahead and give us a thumbs down and tune out. Share with all your friends. Here we go. Celebrating 250 years of Kinston's history. In December of 1762, the Colonial Assembly approved a motion presented by Richard Caswell establishing the town of Kingston in honor of King George III. Richard Caswell, who made his home in Kingston, served from 1776 to 1780 as the first elected governor of the state of North Carolina. During the American Revolution, the state records were moved to Kingston for safekeeping, and Kingston was the de facto capital of North Carolina. Kingston became the county seat of Dobbs County in 1779. In 1784, the city of Kinston was renamed, dropping the G that you've become so accustomed to here recently this week, to show the population's disapproval of royalty. Lenoir County was formed from Dobbs County in 1791. The Battle of Kinston took place in and around the city on December 14th, 1862. You guys may have remembered that.
We were there.
Yes.
The CSS News ironclad, fired upon Union troops as they approached Kinston on the final day of the Battle of Weiss Fork, March 10th through the 12th, 1865. The crew scuttled the ironclad to prevent capture by the enemy, and she lay beneath the dark waters of the Neuse for 100 years. During the late 19th century and early 20th centuries, Kinston became a major tobacco and cotton trading center.
Yes.
Several areas of industry formed, including the production of horse-drawn carriages and textiles. In 1910, Kinston was recognized as the most progressive town in eastern North Carolina. To the dismay of some, maybe. Who knows? In the terms of today, who knows? The 20th century saw tobacco and textiles come and go. Today, small businesses continue to be strong and are being joined by large, diversified industries, leading us forward to our next 250 years.
Right you are, sir.
Yeah, that's
Expand.
That gives us some history. We've had a lot of people teach us a lot of history, over the last couple of days. I mean, everybody pretty much knows why, the G was kind of silented out, I guess. But what's interesting is there's some things that we really that are right in your face you don't really think about, and and going into our next part of this, I had to kind of felt like it was I needed to flow into what we did last night because I was a little nervous, but after doing a little investigative journalism and feeling a little bit more comfortable about what we were talking about, and it being the history of my hometown, Brad's hometown, we kind of felt like this is the way we'll start it off before we get into the cryptid. So anyway, I don't know how many people know about Kinston's seal. So we were talking about, we were just talking about using a hashtag. Well, it was just Kingston, just to add a little bit more reach out there.
Yeah.
I mean, something that's really connected by history. I mean, if it's not history, then what is it? You know what I mean? But what we have here is the seal. The seal's special. When I say that, you'll have to be the judge of what I'm showing you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you look at it really good before we talk about it. Study it for a few minutes. Think about what you're seeing, everything that's in it.
Think about it.
Everything. Look at it. What do you see? Tell me everything you see in that picture.
It seems that there's a woman. I don't know what.
Who is she?
I don't know.
Probably Fortuna.
Okay.
The Lady
Some
Liberty,
food.
sort of Lady Liberty like person, you know.
Yeah.
They
I see like a coat of arms, forward in prosperity. You have an Indian.
smoking a peace pipe.
Yeah.
Yep, probably a Nusiak or a Tuscarora Indian.
1762, which must be, an important year.
Yep.
Right.
And then there's a unicorn with, is that tobacco leaf?
Right.
Okay.
And there's a knight's helmet. You see a knight's helmet.
Mm-hmm.
You see a line.
Ooh.
River.
The river.
Yeah,
the
I do.
blue in it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, you can take that and put on there, but the date sticks out. What does it say?
1762.
Okay. And I think that seal was made in, I think it was 1960, if I'm not wrong. But it says 1762. Kinston didn't come about until when? 1791.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got the seal from 1762. There's a crown in there, isn't there? Can you see a crown?
Yes, in the center
What
of
do you
the
think
coat of
that
arms.
crown might stand for?
Perhaps someone of royalty.
Maybe. Is the G gone? In around it? I mean,
Seen
there's
a
what
lot
it
of
say in
G
Kingston.
characters in there, yeah. A lot of G characters.
But I mean, actually, it says what does it say around it when it says North Carolina
North Carolina, seal of the city of Kinston,
of Kinston? But the seal itself, and what date's on it?
1762.
That's kind of
At
weird,
that
isn't it?
time. That is interesting.
Yeah. We got a unicorn in there too. I mean, I want to know how many out there that know how many unicorns are on, seals, state seals, city seals,
What
town
the hell
seals.
does it mean?
Yeah, what the hell does it mean? Exactly. I mean,
I'm going to look it up.
some of that, we see the river at the bottom. You see the blue. You see that. You see an arrow. You see a sword. So we see all that. I mean, but the unicorn and the date really doesn't match up with the North Carolina seal of the city of Kinston.
No. It seems to be predating the
So that would
dropping
be,
of the G.
It says Kingston. I mean, you had to tell me one way or the other, but
You would say.
there's a controversy there, and I mean, since we've got a bunch of history people that's been telling us all about our history in the last 2 days, I'd like for you to really tell us what the hell the unicorn means, and possibly why 1762 with a crown in our seal. The G still isn't there. It's just been silent, right? Is that what we're saying? It's been silent. So the G is silent,
Yes.
like.
It's still passed on in what you would call the tongue.
Yeah, it is. All the
sure.
time. All the time.
So much so that folks that aren't from here go ahead and spell it that way because of
It's
spelling
natural.
it. Yeah, they spell the way that it sounds.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
There's actually in this building in the back, there's the lift that's been back there for years and years and years before they put the belt in,
Right,
like the
right.
actual lift. And the I-beams to that, it's an Otis elevator lift company, something along those lines is the name. You can look it up. There's a
Like
YouTube
ours
video.
across the street.
Right.
Yeah, very much so. And the I-beams that are the frame of it going up, there's a G in that. It's spelled K-I-N-G-S,
Yeah.
K-I-N-G.
Ours too.
Yeah. So it's very interesting that you would see that.
Yeah.
So it is in the tongue still.
Yeah,
it's just been on the
just-
little which it wouldn't.
Who
It wouldn't-
changed it?
I don't know, but it wouldn't be the first word commonly misspelled around here.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
Heritage
not.
is misspelled every day.
Well, you know who that was named
Someone
after?
told us about that. Matthew told us about that. Yeah.
That was one of Richard Castle's wives.
Second
I can't
wife.
remember his. Yeah, McIlwain was the first.
First,
and, Heritage was the second. Pretty interesting.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You never know what you might learn on Kickin' It
McIlwain.
with. Yeah,
But,
you never know what you might
back to
learn.
it and trying to build up Kinston, it goes back to all these buildings downtown have so much history, and you're liable to walk into a business or a building or a business that's over 100+ years old.
Sure. 1901, right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I mean, that's the only point for last night. I mean, we were just trying to, get a little bit of I don't know, some positive, but everybody wants to take it negative. So, here's a history lesson. Please tell us what in the hell the unicorn means in the seal. And then anybody else have anything else they can pick out about the seal? Because it's pretty interesting. I would say.
Sure.
I mean, with the date, Satan is saying 1762. Well, that predates the name Kinston altogether. So tell me, what is the deal? So anyway,
Hashtag what's the deal with the seal?
Yeah, what's the deal? What's the seal?
I've been unable to
Hashtag what the seal?
I've been unable to sleep for a week.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it offensive?
once he pointed out, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I'd never really noticed it.
Yeah.
But what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. What was?
Do you
it
know
was
who started it?
all I can think is the night he rode the unicorn in, conquered the Indian, took his peace pipe and the woman and the cornucopia, the fruit of the horn of plenty. The fruit of her loins. You know, I mean, so I don't really know. That's all I'm guessing from it.
And we're sorry for that.
Yeah, we do apologize, but I've got some Nusiak in me, so it doesn't matter. I don't know if it's Nusiak, Tuscarora, Fallen Creek. I have no idea what it is. Probably Fallen Creek. Yeah. Well, I was usually an Indian when we played Cowboys and Indians.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, that's kind of like our crossover to the next, what we start next, because there's a little bit of, hey, that's you need to look it up, people. You need to look for yourself and see what I'm saying. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, we're going to start off with the cryptid, I guess.
All right, here we go.
All right. Well, me and Brad have been, how long, Brad?
Since we were kids.
Yeah. Well, we still.
I mean, I don't remember when I didn't know you.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's a good way to put it. Yes. Yeah. How long have you known this guy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long we known each other?
50 years.
Yeah. It's incredible.
I love it.
A long time.
Jerry caught on to it earlier. You guys were carrying on. Was like,
What'd you say about my mom?
I don't even know. What's her name? It's not Carrie, is it?
Me and Brad have always been interested in, urban legends.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all over the place. But only few people see them.
Yeah. Well, some may call them conspiracy theories. Others call them truths.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got the Carolina Panthers, but we all believe that they exist, is what we've been told anyway. The wildlife says there's roughly 150 out here. But Black Panthers, they've been talking about that for how long, Brad? Forever.
I mean, I know several people that have seen him.
Eyewitness accounts of a Black Panther. Okay. But I've never seen one. Does it exist? Yeah, I've never seen one though.
They're in Charlotte.
Yeah, they are in Charlotte, but never seen one.
Carolina Cougar?
Yeah.
They're all over downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. Yes.
But, there's a lot of things that we haven't seen. I mean, we've been in the bottom of the ocean. We've been pretty much explored, 5% of the ocean, but yet we know everything about the infinite universe. Isn't that funny?
Shit.
That's amazing. How much money does that cost? The ocean's right here. Right out there.
It doesn't have infinite depth either.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the pressure. Okay. But we can figure out how to get through the Van Allen belt, but that's another story. Without even being there. Here we are on the water. But
and we hadn't even begun to get into the flat earth.
No, we don't. Let's table that. Table.
Don't gavel me.
We'll table that for another session. But no, I guess we'll start off because we don't want to give up. We're gonna give you the sizzle, but not the steak, right to start with.
All right.
Everybody knows that chupacabra. Probably have one as a pet. So there's one somewhere that somebody has definitely had imported in.
Yes.
It's in Kingston somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It
With
has
all
to
the
be.
animals that we have around, absolutely.
Oh,
think so.
man.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
But
We had an elementary teacher that had one. Miss damn! You made me cut that! God damn! Dude, he was Mr. Touchy. God knows! Fuck you! God knows! I didn't say that. kill me. Y'all can edit that out. Let me find this picture just real quick.
It's another image.
It's another image.
Yeah.
I got shit here just to play with it. All right. Damn, my glasses are fogged up now. Lord have mercy. All right.
God.
Well, this chupacabra fella.
Don't do it. I swear he brought him to school in 5th grade. Why would we lie about this shit?
With his mini giraffe.
You can't put none of this on there, dude. I'm serious.
Not yet. About the 3rd episode, I promise.
I've got a family.
That's all right. No one watches the show anyway.
Oh my
It
God.
will.
Our daughters do. I promise.
Yeah.
God knows.
All right, y'all. Are we rolling? We rolling? You gonna cut it out, right? Okay. We're at chupacabra. All right. Well, this is it right here. It's basically like a dog, a rabid-ass dog, with spiky things that come up on it. I don't know. It's just a wild-looking animal. It's like a vampire.
And dude, I'm serious. I know a guy, Chalo, that used to hang out at this Mexican bar out there, Smitty's. You remember back in the day?
903.
Where he had an encounter with the chupa.
Yeah, the chupa would tear your ass up. I mean, it would really. They say they will. I've never had an encounter with the chupacabra, but they're supposed to be making a transition coming up north. You know, from Mexico and areas like that. But
So do they migrate to the cold from Mexico?
Where they're reintroducing them.
yeah, well, I just think it's just this is a bunch of chicken, poultry, and hog farms up here. They know it's easy prey. It's just like them introducing the coyotes for the deer. You know, that was a
Red
smart
wolf.
move. Smart move. Like there wasn't enough food crop for them already, but now we got a coyote problem. But I wonder what the next one. What's the next predator for coyote? Does anybody know? A big cat.
Yeah.
There
like
we
a
go,
panther.
back to the panther again,
That's
right?
true. That makes a lot of sense now.
Okay, so now we believe it's here. It's got to be here.
I've seen pictures.
Unless they're introducing the
Sure,
chupacabra.
everyone's seen pictures.
Well, we're getting into the cryptid for y'all, you people that, you believe everything on the internet. So we're on the internet and we want to show you some stuff that's going on out here that you might not know about. And there's a lot of festivals that are happening, and there's they got the Mothman, and they have him flying. I mean, this cat right here, I don't think he's really been seen too often.
I think
he
is
just
that image
flies-
from The Wizard of Oz?
It may have
Is
been
that
one
around
of the monkeys.
Dorothy's house?
It could have been one of the monkeys. When nobody knows when they're flying monkeys. But I know what the witch looks like. Seen it fly.
Glenda, the good witch.
But see, it's a Mothman is a part of a local legend in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, made popular by the Mothman prophecies. Resemble between the cross between a man and a brown or reddish moth with wings. How about that? That's interesting.
Very.
I've never seen a panther. I mean, the only panthers that I've seen in North Carolina are in Charlotte.
I was hoping you were going to talk about this one.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to, the Jersey Devil. This is the one right here. Remember, Brad? You remember
is the
that one. You saw that one.
Gives me chills.
That one migrates down here.
Yeah, we're very close.
And, it goes from the Pine Barrens in New Jersey to down in Lumberton and down in that Pine Sandy area, down in Fayetteville area down there. A lot of people at Fort Bragg have seen that. I honestly say that was probably a genetic experiment.
Yeah.
That's what
We
I'm
were
thinking.
just on the outskirts of Philadelphia
So
when
yeah.
we entered backcountry.
Tell them what we're doing up there? Or you should.
We might better save that for.
Okay. But he's like a horse.
We were
creature.
actually going to see the New Jersey Devils.
And you did.
Yeah.
Actually.
Twice.
Yeah, the hockey team was named after him. You know, how ironic. They must have devils. We've got panthers.
I want to understand why we've done away with the Cleveland Indians, but not the Devils.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's really, I mean.
Maybe the same people who can tell us about that
It
damn
kind of-
unicorn
I'm
can tell
offended.
us about that, you know?
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
offended by
I
the
am. I'm
Devils
very
moniker.
offended.
I just want to be a fan of a team. I just want to like hockey, but I can't because
It's
the Devils, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the Hurricanes, you know?
yeah, what the
Hurricanes. But
call it
never
like the
understood
dry
that.
season,
that's right.
or like, you know.
But the story of
Drought
this,
food.
the story of this come from a woman who they said had 13 children, and her 13th child, she's cursed it and wanted it to be a devil. So therefore, you have this horse-like, bat-like, what do y'all call it?
A devil.
It's a hell of an imagination, though, isn't it?
It's a hell of a creature, if you know what I mean.
Dude, that's not imagination. That's
Yeah.
pretty much how it looks.
Well, I mean, to me, I've never seen it. It looks like a panther. I mean, don't you think so?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? Well, then,
Now, this is amazing.
yeah, I've seen one of these.
Yes, the hippopotamus.
Well, no, this is a kraken. We'll get to the bunyip later. The bunyip.
Oh,
from
I'm
Australia.
sorry.
This is a kraken.
Okay.
You know what a kraken is, right? Lift that up so the camera can see that. Y'all know what the kraken is, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The kids are smoking it. I think when they get it from the tobacco shops now. That's
Yeah.
kratom. That's kraken. Kraken is like a big squid-like creature. Octopus.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you ever see 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Many tentacles.
Yeah. That was a great movie back then. You know, what was his name? Captain Nemo.
Richard Pachinko. Yes, yes.
Well, that scared a lot of seamen out in the water. Well, I mean, yeah. Sorry, a lot of
Dude.
sailors in the water.
How about the legend of at the
What's her name?
Oh my God, she's out. Cut that. She runs the whorehouse out at under the. It's been there 50 years.
Yeah, it's a happy ending place. She runs it by hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry, Mama.
Oh, me.
Again,
I'm glad my
If you're
daddy died
offended,
before
do
tonight. God knows.
Oh, shit. God knows. All right, what are we going to get into next?
The legend.
God damn. God damn. God damn. Name at least.
No, we not in jail. Let's change his name. What are we going to call this motherfucker? Let's do it.
Oh, my God.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner. Nice.
That's right.
Mick Jagger.
Big Jacker. He was. Remember how he paddled your hand? Like that right there. You try to bend your hand back like that, and you take something about that size and slap your hand like that right there.
He loved to teach you wrestling moves.
That's terrible, man.
He did.
You can't not post any of this.
He did.
This is like membership type
I
shit.
swear
You
he
gotta pay
did.
for this.
I swear.
It's for the OnlyFans.
Why would we lie?
It's for the OnlyFans.
How much have we got on there so far? Only like 10.
Only 30 minutes. Yeah.
Well, that's with us doing all this.
Just
shit too.
cooperate and you'll pass your exam.
Was it a physical?
Well, how long does a podcast usually last?
We've had one that was 30 minutes. And we've had one that was 2 hours. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
have
need
to smoke a
we need to
joint.
keep ours to like 15 to 20. Half hour little.
We can,
halves.
yeah, we can just put this in as many parts as we need to. This may be like little driplets for the whole week next week.
I got you.
Yeah, we may drop like one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday.
None of the bad shit, please.
No, we'll have, pass it by us before you send some of it.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. We can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
And anybody that knows how you paddle knows.
Yeah, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you have no fucking clue.
That's right.
But-
I ain't said his name yet.
Yeah. We'll just blur the name.
What
He's
is
a
his
We'll
name
check
gonna
it out.
be?
Huh?
What is? Can we at least call?
You could voice over it if you wanted to, and just let it be like.
No, or you could do like Mister, and you hear.
It's
God no!
It rolls up on
Is
you
that a
dropping
little
his name.
much?
That's a little much.
All right.
That's, we'd had to start breaking out witnesses. You know.
Well, we could.
I know we could. They're still living.
Statute of limitations, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
35 years.
Well,
I don't know.
he needs an ass whooping.
He needs a clown party.
How about that?
Yeah.
Definitely needs a clown party. You know, I mean, you show up at the door and there's 5 or 6 of you dressed in clown outfits. And when he opens the door, you beat the hell out of him. When he calls the cops and said a bunch of clowns beat him, I mean, who in the hell's going to believe that? I mean, why would you lie?
And you know what? And get all of them over there that had him.
Yeah.
All of them spit in his butthole.
That's terrible.
Oh,
be
my
no part of
God.
that. Control Alt Delete Abort.
Control Z.
I'm sorry, guys.
But we get back
You're
on
good,
the
you're
cryptid because those are urban legends too. Yeah, well, the bunyip. Where's my damn picture of the bunyip? Y'all need to see the bunyip. He's like a hippopotamus type,
Hippopotamus.
and he's out of Australia, and he's a big giant thing. Oh, we got to get into Morgan Island. You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, the monkeys.
Yeah, the Monkey Island. Yeah.
we got to get into.
I know
there.
about that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Talk about experiments.
Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Fauci. And it's
Was that a Fauci or an
Dot.
FAUCI island?
Here's the bunyip.
All right.
Feel like the rendition.
Is that where the Hungry Hungry Hippos game comes from?
Hey, that's exactly right.
I bet it is.
That's where they're putting it in. They get it at that ground level. They've not just started getting the elementary kids. They've been getting them for years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You think it's new. When did that game come out?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Did you guys play Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Bam.
I bet my brother played it.
Mm-hmm.
He's 10 years older.
There you go. They've been doing this stuff. Now we're just seeing it.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
eyes wide shut.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is.
Stopped.
So, well, this is what I'm reading. This was censored before I got it, so I'm only getting this small. I'm not getting a true accounting. I was hoping that you remembered some of it, but you remember the Ogopogo? It's a lake monster. It's sort of like the Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
Like down here at the park, the Loch Ness.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely, same thing. But this is in British Columbia. It's been spotted several times. I don't know if there's any actual footage. I think I had a picture of it, but there are.
Well,
Is that a rendering or an actual photo?
Yes.
It's I think it's actually a picture. But
I actually received an email from a guy last week who actually had an encounter with it.
Yeah. Did you see that new? We'll get there. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, go ahead.
I don't want to jump to it though. We'll get to him.
well, he's kind of.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin all this
It's
other
sort of
stuff.
like.
Where we
I don't
at?
want to jump in front of all the foreplay.
It's sort of like that. It's a plesiosaurus type thing, you know.
Champ.
Yeah, it's Champion from Lake Champlain. This is also you know, like Loch Ness. I mean, they're all it's kind of in the water creatures we don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
That's
That's at the sandbar.
The old
right
sandbar?
up here at Hardy Bridge.
That's the cut bank at Hardy Bridge. What's that one's name? Do you remember?
Loch Newsy. Newsy.
That's right.
First cousin
By
to
the way,
Nessie.
not to like sidetrack us, but like name of the river, no one ever like jumped on that.
Oh yeah, kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, why not change the name of the river?
Yeah.
It is. I could see how it could offend people.
Yeah.
That's all. I could
They
see
might
it.
have made the Indians up.
I could see it. So.
I don't know. Anyway,
I
you
digress.
might be right. I mean, it's kind of strange. I mean, the sound and everything else is crazy. But the unicorn, you got to tell me what the unicorn means. I mean, it's got holding a piece of tobacco in its mouth. Unless that's a rhino. Is that a rhinoceros? But
Well,
there's
like when I search it, I see like things that says like the enigma of the Indus unicorn. Does that mean anything to you?
The indica?
No, that's a similar spiral shaped conical item, but not here. More so like here.
from your chin.
Yeah, well, it'd be in your hand slash.
Right.
Still conical.
A handheld. It's a damn handheld.
All I could picture was one of them fucking dildos coming off of my ass.
That's another
God
business. That's
knows.
another business that we won't.
I
talk about.
swear, when he
Dynamic
was
dolls.
doing this shit, God knows. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll definitely cut that.
My God.
God knows.
A unicorn seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, we ain't got shit, dude.
Are we still filming? Okay, good.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it goes back to like old stuff,
Yeah.
but you can't find. I want to find out how many states, how many towns, cities
Have a unicorn.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of odd.
What the hell does it mean?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking them. I mean, they know all the history.
Why not a slice of pizza?
Yes, exactly right. I'm
Unicorns
asking the people about
on seals.
why is there a damn unicorn on Kinston's Great Seal, which is from 1962, which shows
1960.
1762, which shows two crowns in it, which was before the name Kinston even come about. It's kind of odd. We're going to get back to the cryptid, though. This is how.
And Fortuna.
And Fortuna.
I mean, she's actually taking advantage of the native. I mean, what else could that mean?
I don't know. I mean, she stole all his food, left him with his pipe.
Took his tobacco.
Yeah, sure did. Unicorn's got it in his
Unicorn's
mouth.
got it, yeah. The
That's
unicorn
strange.
actually has, if you notice, there's 3 more
Yeah,
semblances of the tobacco.
that's right. That's right. I mean,
Is
it's
it
very-
is it a total of 4 for like a 4-leaf clover, like for good luck? Like in the fields?
I don't know about tobacco leaves. But
I'm asking
have you
you.
seen that? Look at it real well. But what do you think? It's very odd. I mean, I don't know what to believe. Where's the G at? I think I got one of these in here.
It's in the middle.
Oh my
The
God.
C- in the coat of arms, it's the C, or like see the crown in the middle? That is the G. That's a G right there. And look at the helmet.
It is the G.
Under the 1762, there's a helmet. That's also a
Is
G.
it representing Freemasonry? That's
Here we
another
go.
subject.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, all I know
What
is
does it mean?
What doesn't it mean, I think, is where you have
How
to
about the
begin.
fucking unicorn?
that's what I got. That's what's got me. Is the fucking unicorn.
Weren't they running around Kingston before the meteor hit?
Possibly. I don't know if the Nusiox actually raised unicorns or not, but
I think the unicorns and the panthers are maybe intertwined.
you know, we don't see the rest of it. It could actually be a unicorn seahorse, so we don't know. I mean,
Kind of like those sea monkeys.
I mean, but if you look at the bottom here, there's the river.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
kinda-
there's the blue. Right there is the river. But what in the hell's the unicorn doing up there? That's strange. And then the crown's here, and the date says 1762.
Dude, I just got it.
Geez, been there the whole time. It's been solid.
Fortuna and the chief here
What do you think his name was?
crossed the river, stole the sword, rode off on the unicorn.
Where's the freaking? Oh, I guess the ship wouldn't be in here because it's earlier than the ship.
And look right here. What's this say? Read it out loud.
Forward in prosperity.
See?
All right. Now, there's been a lot of talk over the last few years about reptilians. Have we not seen that?
Hey,
Reptilians.
lizard people are everywhere, man.
Well, the one that's from Bishopville, South Carolina, that's what the rendering is there. But we know when we were back in the Goshen Swamp, remember when we were back there?
Oh, my God.
Do you remember what we were back there for?
Oh, yes.
For that stuff that was in that thing that we had to go by that guy's house to get that other thing to take out there. This was what we found. That resembles the
other
man.
thing we saw.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be it. I mean, what else could it be?
I woke up and this was in my sleeping bag.
Oh, but we're still asking for any information on the unicorn. Yeah, any information on the unicorn. You got a number you can post up there for any information on the unicorn.
You showed that in the unicorn school?
Do I? It may be. It may be.
You know
look
what?
Right there.
I bet that's exactly what it is.
That-
Look,
That would be
That
Looks
could
like a
be.
cone bone to me.
Yeah.
just a short-horned thing.
As an adolescent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, antelope. Not an antelope, a damn.
Funny you say that. I'm reading this thing about the unicorn sign, and it says yada 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 yada. It's talking about horns. There's no animal with a single horn like it. Of course, it is still very likely that it is the only pictorial representation of an animal with two horns, where the other horn is behind the one. Yada yada. And it says this animal looks more like an antelope than like a bull. This has been coming. It's my little weird snippets.
More imperialistic.
Yeah. It's crazy. Well,
What you got next?
yeah.
Don't do it.
Here's the Yowie. That's an Australian version of the Bigfoot. Everybody's got a Bigfoot. Everybody has one. It's just how many people.
Every
have seen it.
continent.
I mean, every place has got one. You got the Monkey Man from Delhi. Yeah,
It's like religion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really seen one. We have seen some scat from one in Uwari, remember? I mean, it wasn't bear scat or deer scat. It was definitely had to be some other. But because we saw a rabbit that he used to wipe his ass with beside it.
Makes
So
sense.
that's exactly what.
Yes. Yes.
Or it could have been a swamp booger. Have y'all seen those?
No.
Man, they usually in packs of like 10, and they'll come up and they're real small and they got big heads.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That was almost the state bird.
Yep. Call them swamp boogers because they come up in packs and you got to just pretty much flick them off of you. Like flicking swamp boogers off.
Yeah. 3-inch teeth.
Yeah. But they don't bite. They're just annoying. You know what I mean? They're just one of those annoying.
It's the claws.
You know.
Yeah, it's more so the
Then you got this guy. You remember him? Oh my God, that's got to be cut. That cannot go on there. Absolutely not. It's going to have to be edited.
Look me in my eyes.
Nice.
Oh my
God knows.
Oh. Anyway,
This is your brain.
That was terrible. Oh, I mean, everybody see that movie? What was it? What was the name of it? Holes that had what's his name in?
Nick Cage.
He was probably in the background somewhere. But Shia LaBeouf. Well, how do you pronounce his last name?
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is where this one comes from, or that movie Dune. Remember where they had the big worms? The Mongolian death worm.
Yes. Nick Cage.
This is some sort of urban legend in another country. And
Tom Cruise.
he rode his back. In what movie? That was a camel. I don't know what he was riding there.
Debbie does Kinston.
She has.
That's the unicorn. That's what the. Do not put that in there.
Y'all seen the Thunderbird? Y'all heard of the Thunderbird?
I saw
It's
him
not
down at
just a
Cherry
car.
Point when I was a kid.
Yeah. I've heard about that too.
That's a real thing.
I've heard about that.
I actually saw that in Bertie County.
Looks like a pterodactyl. But I don't know. I was taught it was a pterodactyl, and then I learned later that the Indians, they give it the Thunderbird. I like the Thunderbird name better.
Is that Pappy Boynton?
Black sheep down. Black sheep down. Was it Bubba Black Sheep?
Yeah. How about that guy we had in town, the Black Hawk down?
Who was it?
Does the guy that was stealing all the valor? What was his name?
Oh my God.
Where you going? Huh?
You
The
leaving
Dookie. To where? Do
town?
we
You
need
ready
to
leave?
go?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Can we do this later?
No. We just hold on. We just go ahead and just.
Let's do it. I'm sorry, Paul.
Well, we got an emergency. We had to bug out, but we had to come back with the rest of the cryptid. We didn't even get to the good ones,
I know. We didn't even get to the good ones or snipes.
but we're still looking for that unicorn.
Wait till I
mean-
tell you about my Uncle Gene.
The man.
There you go, episode 11, and to be continued.